What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best player in every category. I'll be ranking players on things like mechanics, aim, IGLing skills, and many more. If you enjoy this video and want to see other videos more like this one instead of my usual style, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also, I never thought I'd say this, but I have 50 people using code dollafn in the item shop, and it's a goal of mine to get it to 100. So if you're not already using someone's code, I would greatly appreciate it if you use code dollafn in the item shop. Also, if you're watching this and you've seen Jarian's video doing something like this, before you comment, don't worry, I got his permission before making this. One last note is that this list is entirely subjective. If you don't agree with me, let me know who you would have picked in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get into the first category. The first category is mechanics. This list is going to be comp centered, so when I say mechanics, I mean a pro player or someone that consistently makes grand finals. You might initially be thinking someone like Peterbot since he has insanely quick mechanics, or Booga since he has extremely clean mechanics, but my choice for this category is none other than the underrated GOAT, Diego Plays. If you've never heard of Diego Plays, you're sleeping on him. He just made grand finals this season with G-Money and is one of the best fighters on NA Central, even on not super low ping. What really sets him apart though are his freakishly quick mechanics. Even on 40 ping, his mechanics are a step above the rest. He doesn't even edit earlies either, so every time he edits something, he has to tap his edit key twice. I've seen him bail out of situations you would see almost everyone die in just because of his insane mechanics. If you don't believe me, just go watch some of his gameplay. The next category is the best fighter or fragger. This category means the player with the best ability to secure eliminations in both solos and duos, and while you might have seen people like Polio, Reet, and Cole dropping 30 elims in the solo cash cup, nobody does it like Peterbot. Peterbot has been dropping record-breaking elimination games for seasons now, and has not only the record for most kills in solo cash cup game, which is 39, but also the most 20 plus and 30 plus elimination games in the solo cash cup. He's also been absolutely dominating in duos, dropping well over 100 kills in multiple weeks of FNCS, as well as the kill record in the duo cash cup. He also dropped double-digit elim games in the finals of these cash cups. While I don't doubt there are other really talented fighters like Vino or Reet, I don't think anyone is currently better than Peter himself. For this category, I'm going to be talking about the best female player. While many of you might immediately think Somerset, since she's been one of the faces of the female competitive scene for a long time, or even Moxie after a recent Women of the Arena tournament win, I'm actually going to be picking an underrated girl named Regs. Not only is Regs one of the best female fighters with some of the best mechanics, she is the only girl to have won 3 solo cash cup finals games. She's actually crazy. She also qualified to the recent heats and was the only female player to do so. So, without a doubt, she is the best right now. So for this category, I'm going to be talking about the best creative player. What do I mean when I say best creative player? Specifically, I'm going to be talking about the best Zone Wars token player. You might have heard of crazy token players like Andy or Zen, or really good fighting pro players like Reet, but by far, the best is DC Awesomer. If you've heard of the term DC ramping, that's because he invented it. DC is far and away one of the best Zone Wars players and has been for years. Back when BFC was the big Zone Wars tournament, DC was one of, if not the best, winning multiple of them. Fast forward to today, and you can ask anyone, he's still the best. While his mechanics and aim are obviously crazy, the thing that sets him apart from everyone else is his sheer knowledge of how to play every situation that a Zone Wars has to offer. He always makes the right play, and that's what makes him the best. For this category, I'm going to be talking about the best content creator. When I say content creator, I mean someone that started out as a content creator and then started playing comp, or someone that just mains content. Someone like Clicks wouldn't count because even though he's a huge content creator, he still prioritized competitive and started off as a competitive player that began to stream and make videos about his events and placements. Far and away, the best content creator right now is Jiven. Jiven is $825 earned on Central, and not only has he earned multiple solo cash cups, he also made the most recent duo cash cup finals. But the crowning achievement that sets him apart from all the other content creators is that he made grand finals on NA Central this season. Ever since the start of the season, Jiven's been playing with Pickle, and they've been exceeding expectations. But now, being coached by Destiny Jesus, they've gotten into the grand finals after placing 14th in the upper bracket finals. Hopefully they'll do well, but for now, Jiven is far and away the best content creator. This next category, I'm going to be talking about the best small region player. When I say small region, I mean the best player that's not from EU or NA Central. While there are a couple players that might come to mind like Zagu or Pipo from Asia or King from Brazil, I'm going to have to give it to Power Alex. Alex was initially not allowed to compete due to being too young, so after taking a year break from competitive, he came back at 13, now being able to play the tournaments. He's now won 2 FNCS and OCE, racking up over $80,000 in earnings on the region with the smallest prize pool. He won 8 different duo cash cups along with 52 other events. He was also the highest placing OCE team at an international event, placing 6th in the upper bracket. While there are some arguments for other players, I think currently Alex is the best small region player. The best overall player is super hard to determine, especially with Grands just around the corner, but my pick for the best player currently is Veno. Veno is extremely well rounded in all regards. He's an incredible fighter, he's incredibly smart, and co-IGLs well. but is also an insane fragger, racking up tons of kills from high ground. His placements are also extremely well-rounded. He does well in solos, consistently winning games with high kills. He's won the recent console solo Cash Cup finals playing on keyboard, but what really sets him apart from the rest are his FNCS placements. The recent grand finals he played, they won 8 out of 12 games, which is completely unprecedented and likely something we'll never see again. He's won multiple FNCS now, along with coming second in FNCS Invitational and top 10 in the Fortnite Global Championship LAN. Together with Tayson, this season they're going into Grands uncontested after finishing second in the Duo Cash Cup yesterday. Considering their accolades combined, him winning FNCS now will solidify him as one of the best players overall. Other candidates for this title might be Tayson, who's been on top for a long time, or Booga, who's also been dominating for seasons upon seasons. So for the category of best IGL, IGL is the term that you give to the player that calls the shots while you play. The term stands for in-game leader, and in general, the IGL is the player that calls the rotates, tarps endgame, and dictates what fights to take and not take. While you might be thinking Queasy, because he's Feno's teammate, with 3 FNCS wins, or Tayson, because of his 5 FNCS wins, player I'm going to be calling the best IGL is Seti. Seti has been placing consistently for years now, racking up over 1 million in earnings, placing 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in FNCS, as well as winning the FNCS Invitational LAN and coming 5th in the Gamers 8 LAN. He's always been an extremely smart leader and came up with some of the most insane strategies that he utilizes in grand finals, like how he'd gather a bunch of white meds and farm Surge from inside zone when they won FNCS Invitational. He definitely deserves the spot of best IGL. For the next category, I'm going to be talking about the best aimer. Without a doubt, this goes to Thomas HD. Thomas HD has incredible keyboard and mouse aim and is often regarded as the best aimer by all the other pros. His surge tags are insane and his shotgun aim is second to no one, but another thing that sets his aim apart from the rest are his snipes. He is far and away the greatest sniper Fortnite competitive has ever seen, and he has hit some of the craziest snipes the scene has ever seen. This category is the best Fortnite competitive controller player. For anyone that immediately thought Reet, you're close, because while he has insane great placements on West and has been popping off recently on Central, there's no argument even for him against Mero. Mero is by far the best controller player in the world has ever seen. Before his recent global LAN, he had already solidified himself as the greatest controller player of all time with 5 FNCS wins on NA East, but the cherry on top was winning the FNCS Invitational. He now not only has won 6 FNCS, but also is the only controller player to ever win at LAN. Without any doubt in my mind, he is far and away the best controller player. The next category is the best console player. Console has been getting its own tournaments for a while now, and the only player to absolutely dominate since the very beginning is Yassir. Yassir has over $60,000 earned just from console tournaments. He won console Trio FNCS and came 5th in Duo FNCS. Nowadays, he just wins every console Cash Cup on the new gen consoles for duos and continues to dominate the solo events like the solo PlayStation Cups. Finally, for our last category, we have the best solo clutcher. I've never seen as many consistently insane solo clutches as the last East FNCS. Cold and Acorn took the tournament by 50 points, but only off the back of multiple solo clutches from the beginning of the endgame to the very end. Even now to this day, if you watch an Acorn Cold endgame and you see Acorn go down, don't count them out. Cold is the greatest solo clutcher. Alright, that's it for me. No long outros. Bye.